All right, we have some breaking news. The Trump-appointed U.S. Attorney for Delaware has reached a plea agreement with Hunter Biden, in which he is expected to plead guilty to 2 federal misdemeanor counts of failing to pay his taxes. Hunter Biden also faces a separate gun possession charge that will likely be dismissed if he meets certain conditions. This is according to court documents filed on Tuesday. Again, we will be following this. The Trump-appointed U.S. Attorney for Delaware reaching a plea agreement with Hunter Biden. He's expected to plead guilty to 2 federal misdemeanor counts of failing to pay his taxes. We also have news in the Trump document case. A trial date has been set. Let's bring in former U.S. Attorney Joyce Vance. She's an MSNBC legal analyst and co-host of the podcast Sisters in Law. And first on Hunter Biden, Joyce, what does this say to you, this very limited information we have from court documents?
So we haven't seen the actual plea agreement and the charges themselves, but this seems in lines with what you could expect in a case like this. It's very typical. The law provides for misdemeanors in cases where a defendant fails to file. And so this would be, I think, within the heartland of the way the department charges these kinds of cases, if that, in fact, is what the charge is, a failure to file. As for the gun charge, this is 18 U.S. Code 922G, we've all been presuming. Certain kinds of people are forbidden to possess firearms. The one that people may be most familiar with is anyone who has a felony conviction can't possess a firearm. But the charges against Hunter Biden, at least on the surface of this investigation, appeared to be a more obscure portion of the statute that prohibits people who are addicted to or users of drugs from possessing firearms. That's not charged often for all of the obvious reasons, right? A lot of Americans use marijuana, and that would become an overwhelming charge. So it wouldn't at all be unusual to see someone put into some form of a front-end program. That would mean that they would have to comply with conditions, perhaps seek treatment, hold a job, participate in certain sorts of sessions with probation, and then the potential charge would be dismissed without any action if they complete that program satisfactorily. So this seems like a decision by the U.S. Attorney in Delaware, who was a Trump appointee, well within the heartland of DOJ practice.
Yeah, and Jonathan Lemire, so obviously Republicans, Trump Republicans have been trying to stir up conspiracy theories left and right. One after another have been disproven, one after another. We find out, as the Wall Street Journal editorial page himself said, no fire here. A lot of smoke all over the place, no fire. Not only have they proven nothing, they have senior members of the Senate saying, well, we don't care whether he's guilty or not. We don't care whether he did this stuff or not. It's all been a show. Well, that show has just been exposed by Trump's own prosecutor, the Trump-appointed prosecutor in Delaware. He's done a deal with him, a plea deal, the type of which that Trump's lawyers are trying to get him to agree to, that Trump wouldn't do. Well, Hunter Biden did.
Yeah, Hunter Biden pleading guilty. This is, as Joyce said, and other legal analysts are saying, an agreement that comes within the sort of heartland of where these sort of things usually end up. Certainly Republicans have for literally years now accused Hunter Biden of basically everything under the sun, including that he's the mastermind behind the Biden crime family and corruption and all that. Charges we don't need to get into now because they were never brought. This is what came to be. About the gun and about some minor tax charges. And now we are seeing Hunter Biden take responsibility and plead guilty. Now, that's not going to stop Republicans, I venture to guess. I suspect we will have lots of howling from the GOP along the same lines, that Hunter Biden got easy. Why isn't he got off easy? Why isn't he going to prison? There's a double standard of justice. You know, Biden's Justice Department taking care of his own. They'll ignore the facts, as they have ignored the facts throughout this process. Certainly, this is a day of closure for the president's family. We know, per reporting, how much this has weighed on the president of the United States, his son in legal jeopardy. So that is good news there. But this is simply not going to disappear as a political issue, at least not anytime soon. We are sure the Republicans will continue hammering it away no matter what the facts may actually hold.